Would you get back to me as soon as you have an answer? Thank you.
Morning, Viki. How you doing?
Oh, Bo, this is awful. I've spent the whole morning on the phone with the police and with the nosy neighbors and friends and relatives and contractors. It's a nightmare.
Well, it's all gonna let up eventually.
And the one person I really want to talk to, Max Holden, I can't reach him.
I saw him last night at the hospital. It really got to him, you know, his brother being killed.
That poor man. I mean, I can hardly blame him. Bo, how did it happen? How did that crazy woman, Ursula Blackwell, how did she get into my house with a bomb?
I don't know. Obviously, she was intent on getting Tina.
Yeah. She got Steve Holden instead, and Brenda. At least Brenda's alive, but she's lost the man she loves. It is so senseless. Do you have any idea how many people could have been killed?
No, Viki, don't think about it.
How can I help it? My children were in that house. Asa and Renee and Tina and Cord. Everybody we know, all our friends.
Viki, it's over.
No, it is not over, Bo. It's not over until that woman is caught.
Yeah, but we're safe here at Ace's. I've got security guards all over this place.
It's not enough. I am still afraid. Oh, thank God. Oh, Clint.
Yeah, as soon as I heard, I caught the first flight home.
Oh, Clint.
Larry, how's Brenda today?
Well, she's survived a surgery. She's stable under the circumstances. She's doing well. I think she's out of danger.
Thank God. You know, when I saw her yesterday, she kept asking about Steve. She still thinks he's alive.
I know. I couldn't tell her yesterday. She was in no condition to hear.
You have to tell her.
That's what I'm going to do now. I'll see you later.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey, Larry.
How you feeling, kiddo?
Oh, I'm a little bit better today. Nobody will tell me where Steve is. How come that rascal hasn't come to see me?
He can't.
Oh, right. You said he was hurt. Well, I'll go see him if you can't come see me, okay?
Brenda.
No, Larry, I'm strong enough to get in a wheelchair.
I can't
promise.
take you there.
Larry, he must be worried to death about me. Would you please let me go and see him? Come on, Dr. Lair, let me go see Steve.
Rafe, you find Ursula Blackwell yet?
Not yet.
Why not?
Now, take it easy, Max. She can't be far. We've sealed off the airports, the bus and train stations. We've got roadblocks on every major road out of town.
In other words, you don't have a clue.
Max, I put out an APB the minute the bomb went off. I got every available squad car out there looking for her.
You can knock off the Dick Tracy. All your guys are just playing with their walkie-talkies, Rafe. I want you to find Steve's killer, and I want you to find her before I put him in the ground. You got it?
Who dares to violate this sacred ground?
Soon Dynasty delivery.
Oh. How much do I owe you?
$5.
It's a handy little candy dish.
Leave it on the doorstep and go away.
Fixed it.
Chinese food for breakfast. Very spiritual. Yes, Ursula? The stars are with you now. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, Dad, this better be good.
I've ordered your favorite breakfast for you. It'll be here in a minute.
Want any breakfast, thank you? I would just like some answers from you.
Ah, here it is. The Belgian waffles with the fresh strawberries for my lovely daughter.
Would you stop treating me like I'm 12 years old? And you cannot buy me off with Belgian waffles. You spent the last couple of months working me over, and yes, you finally won. You got me to agree to move to California. And then what do? We go to the airport, and you say we're not leaving, and we come back to Llanview?
Honey, I did it for you. I could see that you needed time to get over Cord, and I didn't think running away was the best idea.
Bull. You're the one that said I should make a clean break from Cord. Now, something else is going on here, and I want to know what it is.
All right, all right. You're not the only reason I decided to stay. I did it for Megan, too.
I should have known that Megan would be involved.
My two daughters have roots here, and I realize now how selfish it was of me to ask you to leave.
You can't be serious.
Oh, yes? Read that.
Llanview Homes.
Mm-hmm. And I found a few in there that might make a perfect home base for Enviro-Care.
You're actually thinking of setting up shop here in Llanview?
Yes, wasn't that what you and Megan wanted all along? I realize now how selfish it was of me to ask you to leave.
Well, there's just a small problem, and that is that I have given up my job at the Center for the Blind.
Now, you shouldn't have any problem getting your job back.
Dad, that's not the point. Your children aren't chess pawns that you can just move around at will.
I realize that, and I'm sorry. And I promise you, from now on, your vagabond father is going to stay put.
You're leaving something out.
I'm doing it for you and Megan. That's all there is to it. I swear.
All right, fine. You think that Megan and I should stay in Llanview? Fine, I'll buy that. But I think you came back for personal reasons. And I want to know what they are.
Thank God Ursula didn't hurt you and the kids. You are all right, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine now that you're home. I'm fine.
All right, it's good to have you back, Clint.
Well, thanks, Bo, but if I'd have known that Blackwell woman was on the loose, I'd never have
Darling,
left.
no ifs, all right? Not now. You're home. That's all that matters.
What happened with your reporter?
Well, a little finagling and a little diplomacy, and the Syrians decided to let him go.
Thank God you both got home safely.
Forget about me. Tell me what happened here. Now, did I get the story straight? Ursula Blackwell planted a bomb in Tina's wedding cake?
She sure did. Brenda was very badly hurt. I don't know whether you know this or not, but Steve Holden was killed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the fights. I'm sorry for pushing you away. Please don't ever let's be separated again. Please.
Well, no. Take it easy. Take it easy. I'm here, and I don't plan on going anywhere. Bo, did the police locate that Blackwell woman?
No, there's no word yet. I was about to put a call into Rafe, though. I'll let you know if there's any news.
You know, I was fine till you got here. Now I'm shaking like a leaf.
Take it easy, honey. Just take it easy. Let's sit down. You can tell me about the kids.
The children are fine. They're really fine. They think that staying at Grandpa's house is kind of an adventure. And Asa and Renee, they canceled their honeymoon.
What about Cord and Tina?
They left an hour before the bomb went off.
Well, have you called them and filled them in?
No, I can't. I don't know where to reach them. No one knows where to reach them. Cord didn't even tell Tina where they were going on their honeymoon because he wanted it to be a surprise. But I know that Tina will call at some point to check on CJ, so I'll tell her then.
Well, now, wait a minute. Maybe it's best that you don't.
Oh, darling, they have to know about Ursula.
You're just going to put a scare into them.
But Ursula put the bomb in the cake just to get Tina.
You just got through saying that nobody knows where they are. Ursula can't touch them, so they're safe. Let's just leave them be for now.
I don't think so, honey.
Honey, you do want them to enjoy their honeymoon, don't you?
Of course I do, but I think Tina's going to find out from somebody when she calls home. Christine.
Viki, I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right, darling. Come on in. Actually, I was just about to tell Clint our good news.
Oh?
Yes, it's official. I made an announcement at the wedding yesterday. And now everyone knows that Christine is my daughter.
My pulse is normal, and I am not running a temperature, and I am perfectly capable of sitting up straight in my wheelchair, Lair.
Oh, yeah. Nurses make the worst patients. Just take a deep breath, please. Okay, good.
Yeah, well, that'd be a lot better if I can go and see Steve.
Brenda.
All right. I guess I'm going to have to tell you my news now. I was going to wait till a little better time, but as soon as I tell you this, you're going to have to let me go and see him.
What is it?
You know what Steve did yesterday? He asked me to marry you. Oh, aren't you going to congratulate me, Larry? You know I said yes. And don't tell me that you don't approve of
I
it.
had no idea, Brenda.
Well, so you see, it'll do us a lot better if we get together and can see each other and talk about the wedding. I hear that it's kind of hard to get a church and a preacher and stuff,
Brenda,
so we need to get it going.
I'm so sorry.
What's the matter?
Brenda.
Larry, what's
I
happening?
tell you this last night because you were too weak and I was afraid and...
What?
Steve never made it. I'm sorry. He's dead.
What is the matter with you? He is not dead.
Brenda, the explosion, he took the full impact.
No.
There was nothing
Wait a
I
minute.
could do.
Tell him I'm going to go and see him. Where is he? I want to see him. Get your hands off me. I want to see him. Where is he, Larry?
He's gone.
I don't want to hear this. No. No. He's so strong. He promised me. He said a family and children. And we're going to get all together, Larry.
So brave. He was a brave man.
He threw himself in front of me to protect me. And I didn't even get to say anything to him.
Honey, it was over. He was killed instantly.
Why? Why did he come into my life and then just get taken away from me? Oh, Larry, I don't know how I'm ever gonna live without him. Oh, Larry.
Why don't you just sit down, Max, so we can talk about this?
Why don't you just do something? Get out there and find the killer.
I intend to if you'll just cool off and let me tell you what I have in mind.
Steve deserves a lot better than this.
You're right.
He deserves justice, and that Ursula should be in prison the rest of her life.
All this shouting isn't going to bring your brother back.
Just another number in the file, right, Rafe?
Max, Steve was my friend. I have no intention of letting Ursula Blackwell get away with this. I'm using every resource in my power to find her.
Well, isn't there some way she could have gotten through the blockades?
It's very unlikely. My guess is that she's holed up someplace in Llanview here. And since it's Tina that she's after, she's not likely to stay in hiding long. And when she comes out, we're going to be ready for her.
Then why the hell weren't you ready for her at the wedding reception?
Can you give me a few minutes with him alone?
Sure. We're going to find her, Max. You've got my promise on that.
Max, go easy on him.
I will! Once he does his job and finds that killer.
He's doing the best he can. Who knows, at this time tomorrow, he may have locked her up. Come on, let's just get out of here. You must have a lot to do.
I gotta make final arrangements to send Steve's body back to Texas.
Texas?
It's where our parents are buried. It's near the ranch where we grew up. Steve always loved it there. And, you know, he never would have left if he weren't alone with nobody to help him, just like yesterday.
Max, don't blame yourself.
I should have been there for him.
Even if you had been there, you could not have stopped that bomb from going off.
I could have told him I loved him, so he'd know before he died.
He knew you loved him. Deep down, he knew, and so did Brenda.
But I need to see Brenda. I gotta talk to her.
Sarah, I have no ulterior motive for staying in
Dad,
town.
it's just
I
the
just
whole-
changed my mind. Leave it at that. Trust your old man, okay?
I would trust you if you would be honest with me.
Look, I'm sorry I turned your life upside down. Look at it as a fresh start. Take a break from the routine. Don't go back to your blindness center right away.
Well, just what do you suggest I do to earn a living?
Work with me at Enviro-Care.
What?
Yes, you did a great job setting up that center. I could use someone with your skills to help me relocate here in Llanview.
No, you see, now you don't think I'm going to be able to get my job back at the center either.
No, I'm saying it because I think you'd make a great business partner. I know how passionately you care about what's happening to the environment. And if we could fight side by side for the environment instead of fighting with each other, think what a powerful team
Oh,
we'd
you
make.
are infuriating.
Does that mean yes?
No. No, Dad, you know how important my work with the blind is to me. Now, if you need some help every once in a while, I would be glad to do that. But I am not going to work for you on a full-time basis.
Does that mean you forgive your old dad?
That means my old dad is on probation.
Fair enough.
So, it would seem to me that the first order of business is real estate. And let me tell you, it is a jungle out there.
Yeah, well,
I can't tell you what I went through trying to find a place for the center.
put some of your experience to good use and help me find an office for Enviro-Care. I'm supposed to look at some places this afternoon. Come with me.
I can't. I wanted to stop over at the Buchanans this afternoon and see how Viki's doing.
You've gotten very close to the Buchanans.
Well, I told you they're fabulous people. You ought to stop over and meet them with me.
Oh, well, no, I don't think Ms. Buchanan would welcome company today.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll tell you, I still can't get over what happened at that reception. I mean, first Viki announces that she's found her long-lost daughter, and then this explosion. I mean,
Do you know anything about the daughter?
Christine? Yeah, I've met her a couple of times.
When did she show up in town?
A couple months ago, maybe. I really don't know her very well.
Has she moved in with the Buchanans?
I don't know, Dad. What are all these questions about Christine for?
Just curious. You don't hear a Cinderella story like that every day.
That's the truth. If you ask me, it is a miracle that those two found each other after 25 years.
Yes. A miracle.
Why did you pick Tina's wedding to make the announcement about Christine?
Well, I didn't really pick it. It just sort of happened. It was a good time with all our friends and our loved ones around. It was a good time to welcome Christine into the family.
Well, both said that you had problems hitting it off at first.
Yes, well, when Christine first found out that I was her mother, she wasn't really prepared. She needed some time to adjust, that's all.
The fact was, I was awful. I didn't want to give Viki the time of day.
Yes, but on the other hand, you were the first one to take a step forward, right? We left the reception early. We went and had a lovely long talk.
Oh, well, that explains why you weren't at Land Fair when the bomb exploded.
And that drive brought us closer together, and it saved our lives. It certainly was a day to remember, Mr. Buchanan.
Mr. Buchanan? Well, I don't think we have to be so formal. I mean, since you now are a bona fide member of the family, I think we can be on a first-name basis, don't you?
Really?
Yes, really. No, so welcome to the Wild and Woolly Buchanan clan. Christine.
Thank you, Clint.
There, now, that wasn't so hard, was it?
No. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought these pictures of Asa and Renee and Tina and Cord. These pictures will help us remind us of the good things that happened yesterday.
This is wonderful. Asa looks so proud. Renee told me he was strutting around all day, saying that his family was prime stock.
Too bad you weren't there.
Yeah?
I've got to get back to work. So I'll see you later, Viki.
Thank you very, very much for bringing the pictures.
Oh, my pleasure. Welcome home, Clint.
Thank you. Good to have you in the family, Christine.
Bye.
Bye.
What is it?
Well, I was just thinking how pleased Leo must be now that you have made accepted his daughter publicly.
Honey, for heaven's sakes, after all this time and after everything that's happened, that's all you can say? That you don't trust Leo?
Leo, my friend, you should be nominated for an Academy Award.
I'd settle for my peace of mind. This has all been a disaster from beginning to end.
Oh, I'll admit I was afraid you had aroused Viki's suspicions with the bungled New York kidnapping, but now, of course, I can see my fears were unfounded.
How can you be so sure of that?
Well, she's announced publicly that Christine is her long-lost daughter. Does that sound like a woman with doubts? And thanks to the mad bomber lady of Llanview, Viki has plenty of distractions. So, why should she ever suspect that you and Christine are frauds?
You can call me whatever names you like, Michael. But Christine is entirely innocent of this, and you know it.
Of course she is. Nevertheless, our little charade has landed her in the lap of luxury.
Well, the only thing that matters to me is that she doesn't get hurt by it.
Don't forget the tidy sum you're making, Leo. That matters too, doesn't it? You're going to be able to retire early. However, not this early.
I refuse to get involved in any more crazy schemes to turn Viki back into Niki Smith.
What makes you think you have any say-so in the matter, Leo?
Don't you understand what you're dealing with? Even if you could bring back Viki's other personality, do you realize what damage that could do to her psyche?
What do you care about Victoria's psyche?
I care a lot, Michael. I will not sit by and let you destroy the woman. She's a decent person.
You are nothing but a failed archaeologist and a two-bit con man, and any feelings you have for Viki Buchanan are as phony as that fantasy we created between you and Niki Smith. Furthermore, I have the power to destroy you in a second, and I will do just that unless you do what I ask.
I didn't exactly say that I don't trust him.
You didn't have to, honey. I mean, I can see it. It's in your face. I can hear it in your voice. You have no idea how much Leo looks out for his daughter's welfare. He is a devoted father.
I'm sure he is. I just can't get over the fact how he always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Leo Cromwell had absolutely nothing to do with Christine and me coming together, you know. We did that all by ourselves.
Bo said that you didn't tell her who you really were until she had been attacked by some homeless woman.
Yes. She was very badly hurt. She was in the hospital, unconscious. And I was sitting by her bedside, praying out loud. She regained consciousness just in time to hear me call her my daughter.
Where was Leo during all this?
Leo was right outside her room, keeping his own vigil, and he was furious with me when he found out what I had done.
All right, I'll believe you. And I am happy that she's part of the family. I'll do my best to make her feel welcome.
Well, you'll have an immediate opportunity to do that.
Oh?
I've asked her to replace Cord while he's on his honeymoon. She's a wonderful photographer.
Is that a fact?
Yes. She's got a very good eye. She's a good learner. She's very aggressive. She has all the instincts needed for newspaper work.
Oh. Well, she must have inherited all that from her mother.
I love you. Bo, did you hear anything from Rafe?
No, nothing yet. Excuse me. You've got a ton of messages here, Viki.
Oh, all right. I better go and answer them.
And I'll check in at the Banner. See you later.
Hey, Clint, what's wrong? You look worried.
Well, tell me something. Am I a paranoid, suspicious newspaper man, or are things happening a little too quick around here?
You mean Christine?
I mean, Christine, her father, all of it.
I agree. A lot's been happening lately.
Yes, I should not have left town. I shouldn't have left Viki alone.
Well, Clint, tread lightly, okay? Viki's really vulnerable right now.
I know, and I don't want to upset her. God knows I don't want to lose her trust again, but I'm not going to take a back seat in all this.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to find Leo Cromwell and lay a few ground rules.
We were so happy, and we had a future. We talked about our children. Oh, Larry, they were going to be so strong and fine, like my Steve.
When my wife died, when Laurel died, I felt the same way as you. I was angry. I felt cheated and robbed. But you know something? They never really leave us completely. You hold on to your memories, and Steve will be with you forever.
He's so innocent and trusting. I mean, even when someone did him wrong, he was never bitter. Never. Get him out of here.
Brenda, please.
How dare you come in here, Max Holden! You are the last person on this earth that I ever want to see! Now you get out of here! You get out of here!
Brenda, I'm so sorry.
I don't want your pity, and I don't want your condolences!
Brenda, I need to talk to you.
Well,
please.
where were you when Steve needed to talk to you?
I tried to call last night. I wanted to say I was sorry.
What good is that? Steve came to you over and over again, Max, to ask for your forgiveness, but your stupid hotel was more important than your own brother.
Brenda, that's not true.
I love Steve.
Well, it's too late. It's too late, Max. The last moments of Steve's life should have been happy, but you made him miserable. Max, he's dead. He's dead.
I would take it back. Brenda, I would take it back if I could.
I don't think now. Please, I think you better
True,
leave.
Max. It's not a good idea for you to see her right now. I think we should go.
He hurt Steve so bad. Oh, I just never want to see him again.
You're pretty rough on him, you know. I mean, he's suffering too.
Yeah. Well, he deserves to suffer after the way he treated Steve. Oh, it broke Steve's heart to have his brother turn his back on him.
Brenda, if Steve were alive, do you think he would have turned Max away like that?
No. No, he would have accepted his brother on any terms.
Isn't that sort of the beginning of forgiveness?
Well, I'm not like Steve. Oh, I don't trust as easily as he did.
But you are compassionate. And maybe you and Max could have helped each other through this tragedy.
I don't have room for compassion. Oh, Larry, I feel so alone. And he's never gonna come back to me. Never.
Brenda's right. I let a lousy hotel come between me and my brother.
Max, don't take what Brenda said to heart. She didn't mean it. She's still in shock.
Right. I made it worse. My brother comes to me announcing his wedding plans, and what do? I call him a traitor, and I throw him out of my life.
You got angry at him, as brothers often do. Brenda will understand that in time.
She won't. I took the last happy moment she had with Steve, and I ruined him.
Just give her a little time to get over her grief, Max.
Megan, I need to be alone a while.
No, you shouldn't just go off by yourself right now.
No, really, you have been absolutely wonderful. And I don't think I could have made it this far without you.
Well, then let me stay. Don't pull away from me, not now.
I'll be okay. Please. Just let me go for right now. I'll call you later.
Now show me exactly how far you've gotten with the dig.
I told you I started digging just there last week, but I've found nothing.
You really are a lousy archaeologist, aren't you?
You and I both know there are no Ben Franklin letters buried anywhere near the Buchanan family property. If you'd just tell me what it is you're really looking for.
Believe me, there are compelling reasons to continue the dig.
What is it? Gold? Uranium? Silver?
You have so little imagination. Look at this, Leo. Look at this again, will you? Have you seen anything resembling these colors, these markings?
If I had, I would have brought it to you as you requested.
What about signs of a tunnel or an entranceway?
No. If you'd tell me where this mysterious tunnel was supposed to be leading, I might have a better idea of where to look for it.
Don't think, just dig, Leo. Find the tunnel. Collect whatever artifacts you discover along the way.
I may be a failed archaeologist, but I still have professional curiosity.
Is it worth your life, Leo? That's exactly what you'll be risking if you explore a tunnel or do anything beyond what I have told you to do.
I'm sick and tired of your threats.
Then if you care as much about Viki Buchanan as you say you do, you will follow my instructions.
What has she got to do with it?
If you are a success, there's no need to bring back Niki Smith. But if you fail, Viki Buchanan will pay the price.
Come on in, come on in. I thought you'd be in California by now.
I'll tell you, no one is as surprised as me to be here, but thanks to Dad, I'm once again a citizen of Llanview, Pennsylvania.
What happened?
I'll tell you about it's a long story. I think I'll tell you about it when I have more time. But anyway, right now, I want to hear about the explosion and how's Viki? Where is she?
She's fine. She's visiting Brenda in the hospital right now. And Clint's home from Syria,
Good.
so that's better for Viki. Plus, the rest of us, we're just trying to get things back to normal around here.
I'm sure. Well, listen, I'm sorry that I missed Viki. I think I'll try to see her this afternoon.
Well, I got a better idea. Why don't I take you out to lunch, and then you can tell me the whole saga of you staying in Llanview?
Oh, listen, I'd really love that, but I promised my father I'd do a little house hunting for him. Apparently, he's dead set on setting up shop here in Llanview on a permanent basis.
You don't sound too thrilled about that.
Frankly, I'm not. I really had resigned myself to starting all over again in California.
Well, what made your dad change his mind?
I don't know. I don't know. He said that his daughters finally convinced him that Llanview is really where we all belong, but I don't know. The man never ceases to amaze me, so...
Well, he's right, you know. I agree.
What?
That you belong in Llanview, not in California.
Oh, yeah. After all, I mean, why would I want to spend the winter in sunny California when I can be here with the wind and the snow and the flu and the...
No, whoa, wait. What about sleigh rides? You know, warm evenings by a fireplace, and Christmas caroling. I just can't imagine being in California and putting your sock up next to a palm tree. That's just not the way things are supposed to be.
Thank you very much, Llanview Chamber of Commerce. Listen, I've got to get going. I want to try and get in touch with that real estate agent so I can change my appointment and come back here and see Viki.
Okay. Do you need any company?
No, Bo, I don't think you'll really want to go with me. One of the properties I'm looking at is Stonecrest.
Oh, no, thanks.
Take a rain check on that lunch, though.
You got it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Yes, yeah. Good luck to this afternoon. You know what the realtors always say about Llanview?
What's that?
Welcome to Llanview. We call it home. You can, too.
So, Captain, could you please tell me why you have called me down here on official police business?
Do you recognize this?
Oh, sure. This is our wedding present to Tina and Cord. See, I had their initials engraved in it. Why do you have it?
One of my men was questioning a pawnbroker about Ursula Blackwell. A woman matching her description came into his shop a few days ago and pawned this.
How did she get it?
She must have broken into Vicky's house to set the bomb. She probably was in there several times, casing the place.
No wonder Tina didn't call me and say thank you.
It's the only lead we have. It's not much to go on.
Oh, honey, what's the matter? This case is getting you down, huh?
Max Holden was in here earlier, mad as hell. We hadn't found Ursula yet.
Well, you can understand how he feels.
Yeah. After you disappeared, I was just as angry and frustrated. And the worst part of it was how suddenly you were taken from me. It took me weeks to adjust to the idea of you being gone.
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah, well, Max and Brenda aren't as lucky as I was. You came back. Thanks to Ursula Blackwell, Steve is gone forever.
Honey.
I better get back to work. I'll drop you off at home.
Where are you going?
I can't bring Steve back to the people who love him, but I can sure as hell find the woman who killed him before she has a chance to go after someone else.
of tea to soothe my nerves. Prepare me for a brand new day. Let's see what the future has to offer you, Ursula. You have many friends and are often considered the life of the party. Oh, how true, how true. I make the party. But Tina, dear, the celebration has just begun.
I'll need some kind of box lunch for tomorrow. Do you think you can arrange it and have it sent to my room by 6 a.m.?
Oh, sure, Mr. Cromwell. Ah, Mr. Cromwell.
Mr. Buchanan, what a surprise.
Yes, we have a few things to get straight, and now is as good a time as any.
If you're going to try and bully me and push me around again, Mr. Buchanan...
Relax, relax.
I will call the police.
Relax, Cromwell. I just need some answers. Now, when I left town, Christine didn't even know that Viki was her real mother. Today, it's front page news. How do you suppose all that happened?
Just wait a minute. If you think that I had anything to do with Vicky's announcement, you're completely mistaken. If it had been left up to me, I would have kept the whole thing a secret for Christine's sake. It's been a terrible shock to her.
Well, what's done is done. What I'm more concerned with now is what happens from this moment on. You see, I plan to make damn sure that no harm comes to my wife.
What on earth makes you think I want to harm Vicky?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know. But I do know an opportunist when I see one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Means I don't trust you. Means I wouldn't put it past you to place other people in danger just to further your own gains.
Believe me, Mr. Buchanan, your wife has nothing to fear from me.
Good. Good. Been a lot of surprises around here this past week. I don't know what any of them mean, but I do know this. If my wife suffers as a result of having you and your daughter in her life, you're going to wish you'd never seen Llanview.
Viki? Hi. I've been worried about you. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Larry. I was on my way to see Brenda. Is she up to having visitors?
Physically, yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm sure she'll recover from her injuries, but psychologically, I don't know. Steve's death has devastated her. She had a very rough morning, and, well, right now she's sleeping.
Oh, well, I guess I should come back later then.
Well, if you could, yeah. I'd like her to get as much rest as possible.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Viki, is it going to be like this between us for always?
Actually, there was something I wanted to discuss with you.
Great. What? I'm
No,
glad to...
please don't misunderstand me. I need your help now, that's all.
Fine. With what?
Something happened to me yesterday. You may be able to explain it. I went to New York yesterday morning before the wedding, and for a very brief time, I was kidnapped.
What?
I want to know